Joe Ninavaji.
So my main question about the Black Series is, how do you do it? They're at a $20 price point. There's nothing like this that has this kind of sculpt and articulation without heavy reuse of the same body parts. How is it possible to make a line this good?
Well, we do try to reuse where we can, as all of our brands do. But yeah, we've built a really big tooling library. We're still building it, so it is a relatively brand new line. So it started in fall 13. But as you can see, I mean, there are a lot of figures that do require very unique tooling from the ground up. We're committed. We believe in the line. Collectors love it. Fans have been buying it. It's doing really well. And, it lets us get the kind of articulation and detail. We love 3 3/4, but this kind of lets you get a little bit more, for that $20 price. So
we got. Does Boss reuse any X-wing pilot parts, or is
No,
it completely
no, he's 100% new sculpt.
And then Han Solo, is that an actual removable helmet, or is it a pop-off separate head?
It is a removable helmet.
Excellent.
Yep.
I like to hear that.
Yep.
TIE fighter pilot's new.
Yeah, he's new. Yep. Our clone trooper, he's a redeco, our sergeant.
Well,
Vader's all new.
Sand Trooper, we have a redeco because we have a new pauldron.
Are you going to do clone troopers with Tamara Morrison heads?
I'm sorry?
Are you going to do clone troopers with unhelmeted heads?
Possibly in the future. I'm not sure. We don't have any plans for it right now, but there's no reason that we wouldn't potentially do it in the future, especially as we start doing different versions and captains and whatnot.
So you've had 30 years to do figures from 6 movies, and in another year you're going to have 6 movies in 6 years. Are you guys in panic mode?
No, we're not in panic mode. We're super excited about it. So I mean, it's great. I mean, we love Rebels now is coming out, and then of course the new movies are just awesome new opportunity to new figures and new characters we haven't done before. So not panic at all. We're working closely with Lucas every day, and we're super excited about it.
When J.J. Abrams revealed that sort of camel puppet alien thing in his pitch video, had you guys seen that before?
I honestly can't talk anything about F7. I wish I could, but
Okay.
I can't. Yeah. So I have to plead the fifth on anything.
I just figured that now that we've seen that one, I want to know how soon we get that particular one.
I wish I could say, but I just can't.
All right, well, let's talk about what's down here.
Yeah.
These are the smaller Black Series.
Yep. So all new 3 3/4. We just revealed them yesterday.
That's a Darth Vader with a Luke face from Empire.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Yoda's test, and we got Dutch Vanders here. This is a great Captain Rex when he welds his own outfit. You can actually see the weld marks when he takes different phase armors. We got Leia.
Wait, Clone Commander Dr. Doom, is that?
Yeah, so he's from the Clone Wars, and it's a nice little nod. Of course, Disney having Star Wars and Marvel under the same umbrella. He is a nod to Dr. Doom, but he is a legit clone commander that was in Clone Wars, and we got him in 3 3/4 realistic form.
It reminds me of when McFarlane did the Halo Trooper painted like Spawn.
Yeah, that's right.
Comic-Con
That's right.
exclusive.
Yeah. It's almost a nice little Easter egg. I mean, fans get it immediately. And then we have our Commander Wolf too, and his Desert Gear too. We haven't done him before. So,
Can we look at some of the Rebel stuff?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
I love that you redid the old Imperial troop transporter.
Yeah. I mean,
did you guys want to do that first, or did you see it in the show first?
No, we actually work with Lucasfilm. I mean, it is off scene, but there is reference, and Dave Filoni's actually shown the art reference. But we were super excited, and Mark Boudreau, who's our designer, he helped design the very first Imperial troop transporter that Kenner did, and he designed this. So it was just really awesome. 30 plus years later, we got the same guy, pouring his love into new transport. So
I hesitate to ask because I may be disappointed in the answer, but does it have sounds like the old one?
It doesn't. No, there are no sounds. But there's firing weapons. It holds a lot of troops. When that opens up, there's like compartments for guns and ammunition and stuff. So it's a great vehicle.
And you got some mixes here. You got Luke Skywalker in I thought at first Boba Fett might be in Rebels. Just looking at this, but that's not. That's just you're just mixing them up.
Yeah, I mean, this is our Mission Series line, so these are our 2-packs, and what we have here is some of the stuff that's on shelf now, and it's a mix of movie classic, and then also we're really trying to get Rebels out now. So we reeled a bunch of Rebels at New York Toy Fair. We got Zeb and Stormtrooper; those are Rebels. C-3PO and R2-D2 in the background are actually Rebels characters as well. And then we have Cicatro and IGRM; those are new Rebels guys. Hera,
Syndulla. She is a new Rebels character we just revealed, as well as our Stormtrooper commander. And then we got Wolfwaro and a Wookiee warrior. Those are from Rebels.
That angry Wookiee is hilarious.
Yeah. And also right back there too, we have Sabine Wren and Stormtrooper. That's Rebels too. So
Removable helmet on her? Or
no, she's her helmet's on, but she's just great sculpt. We love her. And then also down here too, our Saga Legends here. Some Rebels guys in there too. We got Ezra, Chopper. We got the Inquisitor, a new villain. Kanan, Agent Callus. That TIE pilot is also Rebels, and also the ATT driver as well.
And then we got a new vehicle here too.
Yeah, so we revealed that at New York Toy Fair. So that is the Phantom. That's the ship that comes off the back of the Ghost. So that is a Rebels vehicle. And that TIE is actually the Inquisitor's TIE as well. And the ATDP is from Rebels too. So we're really trying to do as much as we can in 3 3/4 to get Rebels out there for the fall. We're super excited about the show.
Would you ever do Rebels or Clone Wars or Expanded Universe characters in the Black Series?
Well, we do a lot of Clone Wars in the Black Series already. A lot of those guys, like Commander Doom, you were talking before. He's Clone Wars.
The 6-inch though.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a possibility. Right now, we're focusing Rebels on 3 3/4 for kids. But Clone Wars will probably start phasing off as we get into Rebels and the new entertainment. But there's no reason that we wouldn't potentially get there. As a matter of fact, we have some good Clone Wars stuff coming.
I know you said you can't discuss anything Episode 7, but is there a timeline when the stuff from the vintage movies sort of stops and then the new stuff will start phasing in? Will that be just around when the movie comes out?
Well, I mean, again, I can't say when the new stuff will start phasing in, but there's no reason to ever abandon Episodes 1 through 6. I mean, we love them; they're great characters. You could expect to see them staying in our line in years to come.
Do they show you anything early? Like, are you guys pumped?
I can't. I'm just pumped in general as you're pumped. I mean, it's Episode 7. It's Star Wars.
I went to college with Ryan Johnson. I'm just like,
oh, really?
I want to work on this movie with you.
Yeah. No, we're just super excited.
Like the guy I did comedy skits on college radio with is making 2 Star Wars movies.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is probably like a lifelong dream for you. You probably grew up with Star Wars toys, right?
Absolutely. Star Wars Return of the Jedi was the first movie I ever saw. True story. So
wow.
I had all my 3 3/4 figures. As a matter of fact, when I started at Hasbro, my mom got all my figures from the basement and brought it back in my Darth Vader carrying case, and I have that on my desk today. So it's pretty awesome.
Is there anything you'd like to see in the Black Series that hasn't been done yet at all?
Yeah, I mean there are some great classic characters that we haven't been able to get to yet, and we'll get there. Personally, I'd love like a Grievous. I think would be really cool, and C-3PO, of course, we want to get out there too. There are a number of figures, but it's just such a great line, and it lets us get a level of detail we haven't had before. And
how big can you conceivably go? Like, is a speeder bike or a swoop the biggest vehicle you can get?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where we are right now. I think even a bigger item will take us obviously into a different price. People have asked, will you do a Millennium Falcon in 6-inch? Probably not, because it probably wouldn't fit in the room. But I mean, there's no reason that we can't go a little bigger with the creatures and also some bigger vehicles. And, we're always looking into new options.
All right, so we got a couple of Black Series exclusives here.
We do. We have a number of great exclusives. Yeah, so this is for Toys R Us. It's our Cantina Showdown. It's our Han and Greedo that is in the main line, but of course in the famous scene. I personally think Han definitely did shoot first. You make your own decision, but it's a great pack. And of course we have our Jabba the Hutt throne room exclusive for Comic-Con and conventions. We have it comes with the stand and also Salacious Crumb and the hookah. And again, this great packaging. We're trying to bring this to a Black Series.
Yeah.
This great sort of cinematic diorama packaging.
I scored one of those the other night.
Oh, good for you.
That's cardboard Han. It looks like you can slip him out and replace the carbonite Han from last year.
Yeah, you can. So I mean, we built this with that intention. You can put the Han and carbonite there. You can stand your Boba Fett, even your Slave Leia.
It is pretty amazing collectible packaging because you can still play with him. You can still make his mouth move.
You can. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So he's obviously, like Black Series, he's fully posable, a lot of articulation, but there is a gear mechanism in there that lets you open his mouth.
Is there a concern with the mouth because it's kind of rubbery, and rubber often on toys, there's a problem with it rotting over time? Have you guys taken steps to make sure that doesn't happen?
Yeah, I mean, we're always working with our vendors to make sure we use the best materials, and it is rubber to get the effect, but it should last for years and years and years to come.
All right, let's move on over here.
Yeah.
This thing caught my eye here, and it's
Yeah, you were mentioning the Expanded
pretty-
Universe before, so yeah, this is our Imperial Shadow Squadron. This will be available at
pretty
Target.
astonishing.
It's pretty amazing, yeah. So this is our stealth guys. We got our Biker Scout, and then we of course our Black Hole Trooper. So I mean, this is just awesome. And again, it's in that sort of cinematic style packaging. That'll be available this fall at Target.
And what
And then
do we have?
we have our Boba Fett prototype. That's an exclusive for Walgreens this year. We just sold out of our pre-sale really quickly, but this will be available both online and on shelf 9/1. So really excited about this. Everybody loves a good prototype Boba, and this is the first and only we've done in 6-inch so far.
Different level of detail here, but this Rancor just caught my eye.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the old real Ghostbusters one.
Right,
It's
yeah.
line,
Yeah, it's
you
our
know?
Jedi Force line. It's, for our preschool age kids. It's really great. The sculpts are terrific, and they have good classic character. We actually have an exclusive for Amazon down there, too. Back over there, the Imperial Forces pack, which is great. We should get some Shadow Troopers there, too. And this, too, Ezra fell over here. This is a new pack at Target as well. This is our 12-inch Hero Series line. This comes with 2 exclusives. We have our Shadow Trooper and also our Clone Trooper Captain. And then we got this great Rebels and Classic pack. So we got our 3 guys that represent the classic trilogies. And then also we have our new Rebels characters in 12-inch.
And this.
Yeah, and this is Toys R Us, our Battle in Endor. So this is a great 3.75-inch Black Series pack. Comes with our ATST and some great characters in our Endor scene, and the packaging again is fantastic. It's got that great Endor scene that everybody knows and
Oh, look
loves.
at the tiny little Ewoks here.
Turn, yeah.
Isn't it weird how people kind of reverse course on the Ewoks? For a while, it was like they were the worst thing about Star
Yeah,
Wars.
everybody
Now
loves Ewoks.
Now people like them again.
Of course, you always love a good Ewok. And then
Now, will people turn around on the Gungans the same way, you think, eventually?
I don't know. I mean, I think everybody's got a little love or whatever for Jar Jar in his in their heart. So we'll see.
All right. Well, thanks again. Is there
Yeah.
anything else I need to see?
Yeah, we got a couple more. Yeah, so
we go.
Star Wars Command.
I mean, we can talk to Command in general.
Oh, sure.
Looking at the diorama.
Yeah. Let me just real quick. I'll show you.
On the line.
Yeah. Last but certainly not least, too, we have our huge Hero Series Millennium Falcon here too, which is a really great big Falcon. Great price point as well. We wanted to design these big vehicles. You saw our X-Wing that we had revealed at New York Toy Fair.
Yeah.
The Millennium Falcon is going to be exclusive to Walmart. It's just a great big vehicle. Kids love to fly these around their house and
I was wondering about the play pattern idea on these because they're not compatible with any of the figures, right?
Yeah. We met with a lot of kids. We talked to them. We wanted to just make sure we were able to get a vehicle like the Millennium Falcon. So you've seen our vintage one that we've done. It's like $200
Yeah.
at Toys R Us exclusive right now. We love that. That's great for collectors. It's got a lot of different neat detail and things fire and people. Figures fit in the cockpits. But for kids, they want to fly these great big vehicles around. Star Wars, the vehicles are characters in and of themselves.
Yeah.
So this is an accessible price point. It lets kids get this great, amazing vehicle in their hand in a big way. And it also helps sort of complement our Hero Series, our big 12-inch figures.
Speaking of which, will you ever do a TIE fighter that makes that sort of shrieking sound as it flies by?
Oh, I would love that. That's an awesome idea. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's like one of the signature sounds. When I heard it, when I heard it in the Rebels trailer, I was like, "That's the TIE fighter."
I know. That and the speeder bike sounds are just awesome. Yeah. Yep. And then Command over here. So we revealed this in New York Toy Fair. We're blowing this out in a big way. This is our new Star Wars Command line. Essentially, Green Army men for Star Wars. We've never done it before, and it was just sort of a no-brainer for us. There's such awesome armies to build and explore in Star Wars, and this lets kids get their hands on a bunch of figures at a good low price. And there's great kinetic action. We got our Star Destroyer.
Yeah. So what's with the green balls in the Star
Yeah, those are
Destroyer
our
there?
proton blasts. So basically, we have this great remote that a kid holds in their hand and it lets them control the Star Destroyer with the power of the Force. So it moves forward, it spins back and attacks, and then you use the Force, it opens up and fires proton blasts at the figures. We got our Millennium Falcon there too. You pull back, press a button, it starts driving forward, and it blasts into hyperspace. So a great way to just knock over armies and have a battle with your friend. Collect a whole bunch of cool Star Wars figures.
Is it associated with any RPGs? It looks sort of like a tabletop game.
Yeah, no, there's no rules really. It's about building the biggest army you can with your friends and just having a big knockdown party.
but we see these as great, collectability and good play with friends. It's really cool too. You have what we call our generals, some key characters like your Lukes and Yodas. We have gold sculpts with deco hits for our good guys, and then sort of more silver pewter with deco hits for our bad guys like your Vaders and Emperors and Sand Trooper captains. So we're really excited about it. We love this diorama, and really kind of shows what kids can do in their own home.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Who's responsible for this?